This is how we do when my homies go.
You're listening to Gecko Radio, Jeju Morning Alternative. Good morning, Jeju. Good morning, the GEC, and welcome back, everybody. Happy Hump Day. Ben in the house, brother. I love it, man. I love to see you first thing in the morning, man. Thank you so much. Hey, Jeju Soul Papi, how you doing, brother? Or sister, or whoever you are. Minsu, I'm Minsu. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Wow, right away. It's good to see the chat lighting up immediately when I log in. Thank you so much for joining us. JY, also good morning. Hello, writer JY here. She's going to be here for a little bit before she probably passes out again because she's been up real late putting up this script together, and she's doing something else, a big project as well. So she's been working really hard. So yes, bless her. Okay, good morning, everybody. Hey, I got to tell you, sometimes when life gets really busy, it can be really hard to get your priorities straight. JY is writing the script, so I'm curious about this. When everything feels urgent and there are a million things on your plate, how do you guys decide on what comes first? Okay, do you make a list? Do you tackle the hardest thing first, or just deal with whatever is screaming the loudest? Okay. And then here's another question. When you're so busy that you feel like you have no breathing room, how do you still make an effort to be kind? Okay, so this morning, wow, okay, this is very interesting. We're asking you, so how do you set your priorities straight when your life gets crazy? And then how do you stay nice while doing it? Yeah, that's a really good morning, Chrissy. That's actually a really good question. Because sometimes when I lock in, when I got like a huge project to do or something, I'm actually not the warmest individual because I think I'm so focused that I kind of just put all of my brain energy and all of my emotional intelligence into like whatever I'm focused on, and then I'm just not, sometimes I come off as a bit brash or a bit blunt or brief or cold. So yeah, it's hard to like be like a really a nice warm person when you're like locked in on something. But the good question, I think that's a good question. The first thing in the morning is, or the first thing is just like, how do you, when you got a billion things going on, okay, how do you go ahead and organize yourself to decide what comes first? You know what I mean? For me, I think it's just I think I try to tackle the hardest thing first just to get it out of the way. So if it's something that I really don't want to do, like say even like take out the trash, because it's a process in Jeju. It's not just taking it out and they pick it up for you. You actually have to take it to the station. Something like that. I try to tackle those nasty things or the things I really don't, or the hardest things first, and then I kind of go down. But the biggest challenge is being pleasant while you're locking in, right? So how do you guys do it? Hey, yes, Ben, his eyes are hurt. They're sleepy as heck, but have to persist. Very nice. Yeah. Just keep on going, right? Sherry, how you doing? We just asked a question. How do you get your priorities in check? Okay. And also, when you got to lock in, how do you stay kind? Yeah, that's a really good question. That's a hard one. Double whammy. Okay. All right, guys, let's get into it. I think we should get into our first song of the day. This is our beloved Godarxk, and this is Soundcheck. This is the first time we played this song. Love Godarxk. Here we go. Let's get it.
주저앉아 주저 말고 You're listening to the GEC's very own Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Jeju Morning Alternative.
That is right, Monday through Friday, Jeju Morning Alternative. Good morning, GC, and welcome to Gecko Radio. How you guys doing today? I'm Mark. How's it going? Hey, in the very beginning of the episode, I asked, so, when you got a lot of things going on, things get crazy, how do you prioritize? How do you decide when things come first? And then I also asked, how do you stay kind while doing it? Again, when life gets crazy and I got to lock in, I'm not the warmest of folks, okay, I must say. So let's see. Sherry said, make list. That totally makes sense if you get to know Sherry. Then check the completed tests off. That's completely practical. Totally makes sense. Absolutely. She also gives a huge shout out to everybody in the chat. Iminsu says usually they try to the less important things done first so I can focus on the main thing without feeling right. Oh, that's a good point too. So that's kind of like the opposite way of me. I try to get the big nasty stuff out of the way first and then feel good as I work on lesser tasks as I move on. But I get that. Minsu brings up a really good point. It's just, get the body moving, get your mind right while you're doing these smaller things so you don't feel rushed about getting the big thing. That's nice. Minsu, by the way, we did a huge showcase of Minsu's amazing bar studio, just a 10-15 minute drive from the GEC. Also, Minsu, if you're listening, the Motif is having another one of those GEC 101 get-togethers this Friday. So come on out. We'll try to make sure. Actually, I was thinking of you, and I wanted to talk to the folks running it and have you go up there and actually maybe talk a little bit if you want to, but I think it'd be kind of cool, right? Halsey in the house. What's going on, Halsey? We're just talking about when things get crazy, how do you prioritize, but also how do you stay nice while you are doing it? Okay, let's see. It is Wednesday, August 26th, and this is episode 88. By now, everyone here in the GEC is officially back. We've been talking about that, and I think a lot of us are now reaching that point where we're excitement of a new school year meets the reality of having a very full schedule. Yes, and that's exactly something we were talking about this morning. This school year is the first time that we're doing Gecko Radio. So other things have taken a hit, and I'm embarrassed to say we've kind of mixed up schedules with some of my students multiple times. So bless them if they're out there, if they're listening. Thank you so much for being so patient with us because we've kind of messed up the schedules a few times. Very unprofessional on our end. So apologies for that. Okay. But yes, when life gets really busy and everything feels important, how do you decide what actually comes first? And when you're stretched thin and have absolutely no breathing room, how do you still find the patience to be kind to other people and maybe to yourself too? Yeah, be kind to yourself, okay? So that's something to think about this hump day, as you got a bunch of stuff on your mind and, you got to be careful because you're in your car driving around. It's good to be conscious of what's going on, right? Yes, unless you cut me off in traffic. Yes. In fact, I got in a car collision and it was not my fault. It was the other driver's fault. And they admitted they had something very heavy on their mind and they completely blanked out and they were not focused on what was happening in front of them. So they tapped our car. But yeah, there we go. Yeah. So even when you're driving, it's good to not be too distracted. Makes sense, right? Makes sense. Okay. Halsey's having a beer today. What's the beer? Really curious about that. What's the brand, man? Okay. So what are we doing today? Well, of course, we are doing Jeju weather, local headlines, GC updates, food culture events. Today is hump day. It's Wednesday, so that means we are doing Jeju Gems, where we talk about a really cool thing or place going down in the Jeju on the island. And today's a big one. It's a very big one. Happens every 2 years. That's the hint of the day. I'm Mark. I'm the host, producer, DJ, writer, editor. All those things around here. Follow us, please, on Instagram at Gecko Radio Jeju. We put little video packages of the stuff we did today. Also, please follow Jeju Jade, the writer who does a lot of cool stuff. She's a Henya. She's an MC. She's a comedian. She's an author. She's really cool. Yeah. All right. And please like and subscribe. Please turn on notifications because that lets you know when we're live, right? Okay. But some of you, I think you just make a mental clock, which is fantastic. All right. You guys, you know what time it is. It's time for the question of the day.
It's the gecko question of the day. It's the gecko question of the day.
Question of the day. Yeah. Okay, this one is interesting. Okay, Jeju is currently testing a new variety of mini carrot developed to meet growing demand for smaller, easy to eat vegetables. I mean, carrot's pretty straightforward, but I guess let's make it even easier. Okay, compared to with regular carrots, it is a shorter growing period of around 80 days. Okay, that's kind of nice. And trial cultivation is now underway in farms in Gujwa. Okay, that's Jeju's main carrot producing region, all right? So, this is just as a guess. I have no idea. I have not read the answer, so your guess is good as mine here. All right? So, what is the name of Jeju's new mini carrot variety? Carrots also a super vegetable. Love carrots here. Is it mini Jeju, carrot hong, mini hong, or little orange? Haha, so cute. Okay, once again, I guess these farms, they're testing out this new mini carrot variety, and it's a brand new one gonna be, I guess, start being put out on the market here. But what's it called? Is it called the mini Jeju, the carrot hong, the mini hong, or the little orange? I have no idea. I have not checked. I do not know the answer, so I might make a guess here too. Okay, so there we go. Put your answers in the chat, and we are going to get into our next song of the day. This is our beloved Omjine with Sweethearting.
What's the weather like in Jeju? We're gonna tell you what to do if it's sunny or rainy or calling typhoons. What's the weather like in Jeju?
All right, everybody, welcome back. And now it's time for the weather, Wednesday, August 26th. Pablo in the house. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man? Yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to the weather. Well, it's going to be a very hot and humid day across Jeju when it comes to Wednesday, August 26th. That's right. But compared with some of the weather we've had lately, we're looking at plenty of sunshine across most of the island. Daejeong and the west side expect temperatures around 26 to 27 degrees. That's where we are in the morning, climbing to around 32 to 33 degrees this afternoon. Skies should stay mostly sunny with only a few clouds around, so expect the sun to feel pretty intense through the middle of the day. Now, if we're talking about up north in Jeju City, it'll be another scorcher on the north side. Morning temperatures will sit around 27 degrees Celsius, with afternoon highs reaching roughly 33 to 34 degrees. Expect mostly sunny skies and very humid conditions. Ugh. Okay, Sogapo down south, we're looking at a low of around 26 to 27 degrees and a high around 33 to 34 degrees Celsius. Most coastal areas should stay fairly sunny, although there is a chance of an isolated afternoon shower farther inland, especially around the southern mid-mountain areas, okay? Seongsan and the east side temperatures should start around 26 degrees and climb to around 32 to 33 degrees Celsius this afternoon. Expect plenty of sunshine with some passing clouds and another hot and humid day along the East Coast. So overall, we're talking Wednesday, Happy Hump Day is shaping up to be a mostly sunny, seriously hot summer day. There could be a brief afternoon shower possible, okay? Halasan and the southern mid-mountain areas. But I mean, for most of us, the bigger weather story will be simply the heat, okay? And one thing to watch if you're heading to the coast, strong winds and very high waves are expected over the waters south of Jeju. That's something to consider, okay? With waves potentially reaching around 5 meters in some offshore areas. So please be careful, okay? Ben is giving us the AWOL update. Indifferent today, nothing special. 26 degrees right now, expected to peak at 34, just like the rest of us. Lots of sunshine and overall 70 to 80% humidity. Okay. 70 Sherry says over in Columbus, Ohio, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. That's nice. I'll take that. 77 degrees Fahrenheit. I can't work out in my head what that is Celsius, but that's good. That's good. I'm really curious about the humidity there, Sherry. How about how's Brazil weather? And Pablo, how is Argentinian weather? Really curious about that, you guys. Okay, once again, let's do it. This is the question of the day. Once again, super simple question. I don't even know the answer, okay? Jeju, they're kind of making this new mini carrot. In the script, it says to make eating carrots easier. I mean, how much more easy can it get? I guess even easier, okay? What's the name of Jeju's new mini carrot variety? Is it called Mini Jeju, Carrot Hong, Mini Hong, or Little Orange, okay? Which one is it, you guys? I don't know. I have not looked at the script yet. I should probably do that as a DJ, looking at the script, but I'm just curious. Sherry says humidity, 55%. That's not too bad at all. I will take that any day. All right, so give me that carrot answer in the chat if you want them cool points, okay? A funny story about cool points is actually I think I mentioned that my in-laws, writer JY's parents, are in town. Her brother-in-law, mother, and father-in-law. And the mom was asking about, she's like, what are cool points? And Mark and JY don't have any money, so why are they giving out points? So I thought that was just hilarious. We're like, no. The points don't matter. But that's just funny how she's like, what are cool points? And Mark and JY cannot afford to give out cool points. That's a true story, and that is hilarious. Okay, well, let's get into our next song of the day. This one is gonna really bring the energy up. We love these guys. And they are legends in their own right. This is NST and the Soul Sauce meets Kim Yulhee, and this is the Swallow Nose. It's gonna mix a bit of pansori with reggae sounds. It's awesome. So answer that question today. We're gonna get back to it. Let's enjoy this song first.
수염탱 껍질 당사실로 부러진 다리를 칭칭 보여내니 눈물 아픈 채비라 하루 난 벌라라 박씨 하나를 불고 본다. 제비가 날아든다 제비가 날아든다 흑모제비가 날아든다 제비가 날아든다 제비가 날아든다 흑모제비가 날아든다. 이 제비가 본표 박씨를 물고 저기 좋은 경치만 찾아 이리저리 걷다가 흥고 앉은 처마 끝에 당두어요. 무엇이라 울음을 우는디 이 제비가 어떻게 우는고 하니 치치치치치치치 거지연지 우지배요 지각지전지연지 운지덕 참지표지 대지배요 치치치치치치 거지연지 우지배요 지각지전지연지 운지덕 참지표지 대지배요 치치치치치치 거지연지 우지배요 지각지전지연지 운지덕 참지표지 대지배요 치치치치치 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 거지연지 우지배요 지각지전지연지 운지덕 참지표지 대지배요 박씨를 대가라 던져놓고 흰 구름 사이로 날아간다.
It's the get-go question of the day. It's the get-go question of the day. Question of the day. It's the get-go question of the day.
Yeah. All right, it's the get-go question of the day. Yes, the Jeju was asking about the collab. NST The Soul Sauce, they are legends. And actually, other straight up artists are like, how did you guys even get them on Gecko Radio? Because they're like legends, and we just simply asked, and we are just so blessed to have them on. So there you go. I put the information in the chat, so do check it out. Also, I do put all the music and in the description below, all the songs directly links you to the videos, so do help out their algorithm. Let's get into the answer of the question of the day. Once again, okay, what's the name of Jeju's new mini carrot variety? Is it Mini Jeju, Carrot Hong, Mini Hong, or Little Orange? Okay, the answer is Mini Hong. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, Mini Hong. The dogs are super excited about that too, apparently. Yes, Mini Hong it is. Now, that means Ben, Paho, and Sobal Papi get 10,000 cool points, and Chrissy and Halsey, you get less than that. So I guess you get 5,000 cool points. So there you go. All right. Now, let's talk about this. So compared to Jeju is currently testing a new variety of this mini carrot developed to meet growing demand for smaller, easy to eat vegetables. Okay, let's make them easier, guys, to eat. Carrots. I got the image up here. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Compared with regular carrots, it is shorter. It has a shorter growing period of around 80 days, and trial cultivation is now underway in farms at Gujwa, and that's Jeju's main carrot producing region. Okay, so yes, Mini Hong it is. Here is the comparison. So Mini Hong is boop, here, come here. And this is compared to the baby. This one is called baby. So this is the former baby carrot, but this one is mini hong, even small. I mean, how small is that? I need to have a banana for scale kind of thing with a carrot. That's ridiculous. All right. So yes, it was developed by the Jeju Agricultural Research and Extension Services. Yes, and now the name actually makes a lot of sense when you break it down. Mini is the easy part. It's a smaller carrot developed specifically with growing demand for convenient, bite-sized vegetables in mind. And hong likely comes from the Chinese character hong, right? Which means red or deep reddish color in Korean. So it's kind of like a deep orange here. The developers are particularly interested in both size and color, and mini hong has a rich, deep orange color in both the flesh and the core. Flesh, that's a kind of a weird word to use for carrots, okay? So essentially, mini plus colorful reddish orange carrot, mini hong. And interestingly, mini hong isn't actually brand new. Now, this is according to Yonhap News. Jeju's Agricultural Research and Extension Services first announced the variety back in 2018 after developing it from carrot genetic resources they had been working on since 2008. Mini hong grows to an average length of 13.4 centimeters compared with more than 18 centimeters of a standard carrot, and the diameter is only about 2.5 centimeters. So it grows much faster. Okay, while regular carrots generally need 120 days or more, mini hong can be roughly ready by 70 to 90 days. It was developed partly in response to changing eating habits, including the rise of single-person households. So if you're a single person, you need smaller carrots, I guess, and the growing demand for vegetables that are smaller, convenient, and easier to grow raw, tossed into a salad, and used as a garden. Yeah, that's true. When you have like a little mini carrot, you don't have to like chop it up. You just cut it and just boop, just pop it in, you know? And now, several years after its development, Jeju is giving mini hong another major real-world test. The Agriculture Research and Extension Services have begun farm trials in Gujra, Jeju's main carrot producing region, comparing mini hong directly with the imported baby mini carrot variety. Okay, so this other variety here, that is imported. Okay, so we're making smaller, and that's homegrown right there. Not figuratively speaking, literally speaking, homegrown. Okay, so both productivity and market demand look promising. Mini hong could eventually become a new high-value crop for Jeju carrot farmers. You need less land too. They're smaller, right? So keep an eye out. These little Jeju carrots could be really popping up on a plate near you. So it seems like a lot of our listeners are already familiar with this, but I guess they're putting mini hong on full blast. So there we go. Okay. Moving right along here, I think we have time for, let me think. Yeah, let's do another song break, and then we're going to get right into the news, okay? So this is Echo Bloom by Vanilla Unity. Let's do it. Then back to the news. just in. Jeju Morning News Briefing. Okay, welcome back, and now it's time for Jeju Morning News Briefing. We begin with a major update to the Jeju missing person case we've been following over the past several days. Not just us, the entire country has been following this, okay? So let's bring up the images here. Okay. According to Yonhap News, police have now confirmed that the body found Monday morning in Halim, Jeju City, is that of the 37-year-old Jang Mi-ran, who had been missing since May. The body was discovered during a joint search at a palm tree farm in Suwonri, Halim, 104 days after the original missing person report was filed. According to Jeju Police, fingerprints could no longer be used because of the condition of the body, but a forensic dental examination confirmed the identity as Jang Mi-ran. DNA testing is also underway as an additional confirmation. Police said the body was significantly decomposed, making it difficult to determine whether there were any external injuries, although investigators said no unusual fractures were found. Authorities are continuing to investigate the exact circumstances of her death, including forensic analysis of her mobile phone. At the same time, the police officer accused of falsely closing Jang's missing person case has now been formally detained. So he was arrested, he was released, but now he is re-arrested. He's formally detained now, okay? The Jeju District Court issued an arrest warrant Tuesday for the officer, referred to by the most media outlets simply as Officer A. Some outlets, including JTBC, have identified his surname as Bu. The court cited concerns that he could destroy evidence or flee. The officer had initially taken into emergency custody last week, but was released Sunday after successfully challenging the legality of his detention. He was taken back into custody just one day later following the court's arrest warrant hearing. Investigators say that when Jang's partner first reported her missing on May 15th, the officer falsely claimed that he had spoken with Jang and that he did not want her location disclosed. He then closed the case and removed her information from the police missing person profiling system. Jang's partner tried to report her missing again in June, but the previous record reportedly prevented the new report from being accepted. The search was officially restarted after Jang's family filed another report with police in Seoul. The same officer is also accused of using a similar method to falsely close the case of another missing person, a man in his 60s, whose body was found in Jeju on August 22nd. The officer is now facing allegations including dereliction of duty, falsifying official electronic records, and obstruction of official duties by deception. The case has raised serious questions over how missing person reports are handled and reviewed, particularly when a single officer is able to close a case without adequate verification. Okay, now, this next one here is, now before we start going ahead and putting stuff in the chat here, let's make sure we cite our resources, okay? Because we need to make sure that that when we are putting information in the chat, that they are officially cited and they are official, not from social media, but they are official from news resources. Because our next story is about this, okay? Our next story with the recent string of missing person cases, but this time the focus is on what's happening online. As several high-profile cases are unfolded in Jeju over the past few days, unverified rumors and speculation have been spreading rapidly across social media, raising concerns that misinformation is unnecessarily increasing public anxiety. Much of the discussion has entered on the disappearance and death of 37-year-old Jang Mi-ran. After her body was found on a palm tree farm only about 5-minute walk from the accommodation where she had been staying, social media users began posting theories suggesting that she may have been a victim of a crime. Some posts have gone even further, falsely suggesting that the police officer accused of improperly closing her missing person case was responsible for her death. The rumors have intensified because 4 missing people were found dead in Jeju over the 3-day period beginning August 22nd. Because all hands were on deck, they found 4 other bodies, including Jang, and another person whose missing person report had allegedly been falsely closed by the same officer. That coincidence has prompted comments online describing Jeju as increasingly dangerous, with some people even saying that they are now afraid to visit the island or calling for a boycott of Jeju travel. Police, however, say there is currently no strong indication that Jang was the victim of a crime. Based on the position and location in which her body was found, investigators believe she may have died by suicide. Again, this is all may have, okay? None of this is confirmed, although the exact cause of death is still being investigated. The growing speculation is also worrying about Jeju's tourism industry. Industry officials say they have not yet seen any clear decline in visitor numbers, but there is concern that sensational or unsupported claims could damage Jeju's image if they continue to spread. Some tourism representatives are calling the police and local authorities to communicate with the verified facts more clearly before misinformation gains even more traction. So while there are certainly serious questions surrounding how some of these missing person cases are handled, authorities are urging people to distinguish those confirmed failures from unproven theories about crimes or wider threats to public safety. Okay. All right, and finally, this one's real quick. Most middle school and high schools in Jeju are now choosing to collect students' smartphones when they arrive at school. According to the Jeju Provincial Office of Education, 43 of Jeju's 45 middle schools, about 95%, will collect smartphones and prohibit their use during the school day. The numbers are almost as high as the high school level. 28 of Jeju's 30 high schools, about 93%, have also decided to collect student phones. Okay, so yes, elementary schools are taking a different approach. Only 23 schools of Jeju's 113, or about 20%, are collecting smartphones. Okay, most of the others will allow students to keep their phones, but prohibit their use throughout the day, including classes, breaks, and lunchtime. So there you go, cracking down on phone use in school. Okay, so there we go. Let's be careful. Let's not spread misinformation. We like to use the trigger word fake news around here, but yes, let's not actually spread actual fake news. Let's just wait until the authorities give us the actual straight up, but also make sure the authorities are giving us clear stuff. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's move right along here. Okay, let's do our next song here. This next song is, this one cracks me up because it is a hip hop song. The artist Sandoe is great. He's Jeju based. He's Jeju born. This song really cracks me up. It's called My Sonata. It's, you know, how some hip hop artists, they make songs about their Lambos or their Bugattis or whatever. He's rapping about his 2021 Hyundai Sonata. I think it's great. So let's enjoy this song, and then we're going to get into what's going down in the GEC.
올라타 내 소나타 음악 black 연삼로 거리 위 Driving my own ride 몫을 챙긴 뒤 다음을 쫓아 All white Sonata Round and round been driving Oh my Sonata Ay, ay, I keep riding My all white 21 Sonata 오늘도 어김없이 올라타 나 brand new 뭔 상관 Push the start 거리로 나가 Speaker volume 높이 올려 울리는 bass 옆에선 창문 올려 Hold up 빨간불 걸려도 바닷바람 멈출 줄 몰라 서울시에선 뚜벅이 신세로 도시를 누볐지 이젠 복귀했고 친구를 태워 몰아시내로 In my 21 ay. 오늘도 어김없이 올라타 내 소나타 음악 black 연삼로 거리 위 Driving my own ride 몫을 챙긴 뒤 다음을 쫓아 All white Sonata Round and round been driving Oh my Sonata Ay, ay, I keep riding 어제와 같이 망치지 않으려 다시 핸들 잡지 right 지금은 단지 추월이 아닌 완만한 착지가 필요해 조들어봤자 부질없네 부서지게 밟진 않아 부드럽게 굴려 All day 뜯어 All night 그저 고개 끄덕이는 플레이리스트 하나면 충분 휘발유 일찌감치 got to you 한잔하면 대리 눌러 In my 21 ay. 오늘도 어김없이 올라타 내 소나타 음악 black 연삼로 거리 위 Driving my own ride 몫을 챙긴 뒤 다음을 쫓아 All white Sonata. Round and round, been driving. Oh my Sonata. Ay, ay, I keep riding. Oh white Sonata. Round and round, been driving. Oh my Sonata. Ay, ay, I keep riding.
It's a beautiful day in the GEC, the global edu city. What's going on? What's going down? That's NLCS or SJA or KIS or BHA. What's going on? What's happening? What's going down in the GEC? All right, what is going down in the GEC today? Let's take a look, okay? First up, it's SJA really hauling in today, okay? This is really within the GEC. For St. Johnsbury Academy or SJA Jeju Elementary students have been making waves internationally this summer in music, fencing, and academics. Okay, let's start with Kim Yulhee or Ethan. Followed up his Carnegie Hall recognition earlier this year by earning second prize in piano at the 2026 Roma Città Eterna International Music Competition in Rome. That's very cool. He also received the IAPMT Top Performer Award and the 1,500 Euro Performance Scholarship. Well done, Ethan. Good job, buddy. Then we got Ian Mo. Yes, I think I know who that is. Has a particularly impressive summer in fencing. After becoming the Y12 men's saber champion. Oh, let's bring his image up. Got to bring his image up here. On the international regional circuit, he went on to compete at the second Tokyo International Fencing Competition in Japan, where he earned second prize in the U10, that's the under 10 men's saber individual event. And he wasn't done there. Ian also helped his team take first prize in the M14 team event, giving him multiple international podium finishes this summer. What a beast. Okay, moving on. We have Kim Do-hyun, or Kevin, was invited to perform at Carnegie Hall in New York. Wow, with his achievement also recognized through an official award from New Jersey State Senator Gordon M. Johnson. Awesome, okay? And very good for him. Awesome. Okay, and let's round it up with Kim In-jun earned grand honors from the John Hopkins Center for Talented Youth, recognizing his exceptional performance through the CTY Talent Search. So my goodness, SJA really pumping them out this summer and this season. Well done, you guys. All right, moving on. Okay, next up is Big Future Aerospace Technology event is coming to Jeju Shinhwa World this Thursday and Friday. The 2026 Jeju Global Future Aerospace Confesta will bring together everything from space technology and UAM, urban air mobility, to drones and AI, with exhibitions, talks, career programs, and hands-on experiences. The main public day is Friday, August 28th at the Landing Convention Center, an outdoor special stage. Highlights include a special space and science lecture by popular science communicator Guedo, a career session introducing jobs in the aerospace industry, and an AI special session looking at what skills younger people may need in AI-driven future. And probably the biggest crowd pleaser comes Friday night, a 1,000 drone light show combined with music and fireworks running from 7 to 9 p.m. on the outdoor stage. So the Confesta itself runs from August 27th and 28th. So if you got kids interested in space, drones, AI, or future careers, yeah, this could be an easy one to check out right here in the GEC. So very cool. Very cool indeed. All right. Okay. Because of time, I think we got to dive right into our Wednesday segment. That is Jeju Gems. So let's get it.
Jeju Gems.
All right, and for today's Jeju Gems, we're doing something a little different. We're talking 5 places, 1 Biennale. Yes, we got to do it. We got to do a full-on showcase of the 2026 Jeju Biennale. Now, we're giving you 5 because it officially opened this week, and the exhibition is spread across 5 very different cultural spaces around Jeju City. When we say Jeju City, we don't. Jeju City is actually like technically like the pretty much the upper half of the island. Okay, not just the metropolis part, but there you go. There is the map right there, and I think I should just blow it up. That makes sense, doesn't it? Whoop, there we go. Okay, nice. There it is. Make it bigger. There we go. Check it out. Okay, that's nice and clear. Now, honestly, every single one of these spaces, they deserve a Jeju gem on their own because they're not just open for the Jeju Biennale. But yes, we got to do it we got to really showcase them now. Okay, this year's Biennale called Iahong, the Art of Metamorphosis, and it brings together 69 artist teams for 20 countries through 3 big ideas: exile, stone culture, and mythology. The exhibition runs through November 15th. We've actually visited 4 of these 5 spaces ourselves, and they're all places we would recommend, even if there weren't a Biennale happening, okay? So consider this your Jeju Biennale art crawl, Gecko Radio style, okay? So once again, get that in, screen cap this if you want to see the actual locations. I feel like JY actually made this map, which is awesome, okay? So let's get it. All right, first place. Hey, who are those people? Okay. This is the Jeju Museum of Art right there, okay? And one reason we like this because where it is, it's technically still Jeju City, but you're heading inland to 1100 roll towards the mountains, away from the busy downtown streets. The museum sits among trees with a large reflection pool out front, so even before you walk into the exhibition, everything already feels considerably quieter. It does, okay? It's one of those places where going to the museum can feel like a little escape in itself. And appropriately enough, the Biennale exhibition is here. It's about exile, okay? The section is called From Chusa's Perspective, Exile, beginning with the story of Chusa Kim Yulhee, who was exiled to Jeju during the Joseon period. Instead of treating exile simply as punishment and isolation, the exhibition asks also what happens creatively when someone is removed from everything familiar. You'll find a reproduction of Chusa's famous Sandoe, Jeju's Munjando paintings, work by calligrapher Hyun Jung-hwa, along contemporary artists. Now, you can see these images here on my left. This is JY and I. We were chosen as the Biennale ambassadors 2 years ago. So there we go. That's us as ambassadors there. And here is the Sandoe, the image there. Let's blow this up. Make this nice and big. Nice. Okay, there you go. There it is. Get a good look, everybody. Nice. All right. So, let's see. Upstairs, the idea of exile becomes much broader, connecting Chusa's historical experience with modern experiences of refugees, migration, and displacement. There's even an interactive work by artist Ju involving 6 AI-generated witnesses, asking visitors to think about where we ourselves stand between victims, witness, and perpetrator. So this is definitely not just a historical Chusa exhibition. It starts hundreds of years ago and brings the idea of being removed from home right in the present. And once again, that is you got to go to this museum. It's really one of the best out there. Jeju Museum of Art. Just go even just for the museum itself. The next one here, Jeju Stone Park, okay? It is one of our favorite places on the island. Yes, if you haven't been there yet, please put this on your list. Stone Park is one of those places that is difficult to explain properly until you walk through it. It's not simply a museum with some rocks and glass cases. It's enormous. It's a cultural landscape with Jeju's basalt stone walls, traditional homes, mythology landscape. I looked out, I said it kind of looks like a Star Wars location. Like it looks like it could be like shot, like the background could be shot in Star Wars. You know what I mean? Okay, the park opened in 2006. Obek Jangun Gallery later became one of its major exhibition spaces. And honestly, there possibly couldn't be a better setting for the Biennale's second theme, Through Black, the stones roll and roll stone culture. Here, artists look at the time and memory contained in Jeju's volcanic stone, but they take the idea that in some pretty unexpected directions. Kim Hyun Sung, for example, has placed 24 rotating potter's wheels. Visitors can turn them, causing the stones to scrape against one another and create different rhythms throughout the gallery. Here's a live performance of it the other day. There we go. So you begin with something incredibly familiar, Jeju's black rock, and somehow end up thinking about the planets, the universe, and the enormous spans of time. Okay, so explore Stone Park, one of my favorites out there. All right, next. Okay. Here, okay, the remaining 3 venues are all part of Biennale's mythology section called the Great Grandmother's Navel Myth, okay? Jeju, sometimes called the home of 18,000 gods, 18,000, as this part of Biennale looks at Jeju's extraordinary world of gods, shamans, good real rituals, and creation myths and community memory, but interpreted through contemporary art. And I love these exhibitions. They aren't tucked away in some conventional museum. They spill out in Jeju's old town. So there you go. Jeju Art Platform. Okay, first is Jeju Art Platform. This one is interesting because the building itself has been transformed. It occupies the former Academy Theater complex, an 8-story old downtown building that contained movie theaters. And so, yes, it actually, you get in and you're like, okay, yeah, this place definitely used to be a movie theater. So here's, is that it? I don't think that. Okay, there we go. Wrong one. Okay, so anyways, yes, it is a movie theater. So there you go. And it is huge. A wall more than 6 meters high and 15 meters wide, becomes enormous interactive screen, especially living digital mural where people soil movement and visuals. They respond to one another. Okay, then head up to the old floor, 5th floor cinema. Ukrainian artist Zana Kadyrova, apologies for my pronunciation, brought her work performance 6th rather, into the former movie theater, dealing with memories of villages and people lost through the Russia-Ukraine war and reinterpreting that continuing project, especially for Jeju. So very nice. Okay, there we go. Let's see this one. Nope. That's the image from before, and then this is, yeah, there we go. That's from the space here. Okay. And then next, Art Space IA. Okay, Art Space IA is, let's see here. Okay, if you walk down the Old Town area, you may have passed this one without realizing how much is inside, and the history of the building makes it special too. ArtSpace IA was created by transforming part of the former Jeju National University Hospital, which was being unused. So again, an old building with one purpose, getting a new life, and inside you're diving into Jeju mythology. And Kim Sang-dong's installation, here we go, brings together 4 goddesses representing earth and life with Samulna, the 3 legendary founders of Tanda. Oh, okay. Creating this image of birth, protection, cooperation, and community. Okay, and then finally, Gallery Remicon here. This one we haven't been to yet. This is in Shanjicheon. Okay, and after looking into this place, I think we need to get that gear. Okay, it occupies the former Myeongsung Hotel, described into local cultural records as the Jeju's first modern-style hotel. Instead of demolishing the old downtown building, it was restored, reborn as a gallery. And visually, it doesn't look like your stereotypical white box gallery either. Actually, I think we have been here before. Okay, which makes it ridiculously appropriate for the Biennale without transformation. Okay. So the Remicon joins Jeju Art Platform and Art Space EI in Great Grandmother's Navel Myth. So there you go. And because, yeah, there we go. So there we go. Huge stuff to cover. Jeju Biennale, big stuff. You must go if you're on the island. It's running until like mid to late November. So get your tickets, guys. Get your tickets. If you're a Jeju resident, I think you might get a discount as well. Don't quote me on that, but I think that is a chance. All right. So there we go. All right. Real quick, let's get into Jeju word of the day. Let's do it.
The Jeju word of the day. Yeah.
Okay, this one is funny. This one is called make. So make refers to the tool hitting or pounding something. Depending on how it's used, the closest standard Korean can either be called bangmangi, referring to club or mallet, or mangchi, which means a hammer. And in Jeju, it depends on what tool is being made from. A wooden mallet, nangmake, with nang meaning wood, and metal hammer, seemake, and stone mallet, dolmake. Okay, or simply dolme. You use that to kind of hammer things or grind things, beading clothing as well. And when I first have a little cute story behind this is when I first met the Henya of our village, as writer JY Jade, she is a Henya. they couldn't get my name right. So my name's Mark, and in Hangul, it's Maku, and they kept calling me Make. So like, Make. Every time I came around, so like, Make. So there's my little Make story there. So there you go, you guys. We did it. We made it through the day. Happy hump day, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful rest of week. And yeah, that does it. That does it for today's episode. Tomorrow is Artist Spotlight, where we feature an artist or a musician or a band worth discovering. So do check that out. This show has been produced by me, Marcos and Che, and writer JY, as also producer and reporter and the writer. So there we go. We hope to see you guys tomorrow, 7 a.m. Have a great day. See you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Bye, guys.
같이